Hey there everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the G2A5, how best to use it and how to be as effective as possible with it. Let's get started. If you're a veteran of Titanfall 1, chances are you already know how powerful this weapon is. If you're new, buckle up, because you've got a heck of a lot of power in your hands that you've got to learn how to control. New and old players alike, though, are going to have to learn how to deal with this gun's recoil first and foremost, so let's cover that before we hit the damage numbers. When fired at maximum speed, this gun appears to visually have quite a lot of recoil. However, in practice, that actually isn't true at all. This gun has pretty much none. When aiming down sights with this weapon, the gun appears to kick upwards massively between each shot. However, it settles very quickly as well. Check out the clip here where I'm firing the G2 pretty much at maximum speed, just at a random wall. I am performing exactly zero recoil control and just firing the gun into the wall. There's pretty much no spread at all. Everything seems to be pretty much right on target with very minor variation. The visual recoil is very disorienting, yes, but the actual difference between where each bullet will land is much smaller in practice than where it initially appears. In addition to this, I've noticed quite a bit of sway on the crosshair when aiming down sights with this weapon. It's no secret that I've got a dry erase marker dot on my screen to assist with aiming, and when using that static point on my screen as a reference, the crosshair sway becomes very, very apparent. I'm going to do my best to overlay a little dot on the screen here for you all to visualize what I'm seeing as well. Remember, this overlay dot is not moving, even though to some people it may look like it is. The next question that arises then is, which point do I aim for? The center of my screen or the red dot of my scope? Through painstakingly precise testing involving shooting at the corner of a building for about 10 seconds, it appears that your bullets will always go to that red dot and not to the exact center of your screen. This is critically important to actually being able to hit stuff with the G2, so there you go. Anyways, let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming. The G2A5 deals a maximum of 45 damage per shot, dropping to a minimum of 35 at long range. This gun will always kill in 3 body shots, no matter the range. When amped, you deal a static 50 damage per shot at all ranges, meaning that you're always getting a 2-shot kill regardless of headshots. Your headshot multiplier is 1.5x, so expect 2-shot kills from any range that you're able to actually get a headshot with this weapon, which leads us to our next kinda funky point. Like most guns in this game, with a few exceptions like sniper rifles, there is a maximum range that headshots are possible from before the game cuts you off and considers a headshot identical to a body shot. The G2A5 has the exact same maximum headshot range as any other assault rifle, also known as the pilot crit range, which is set at 1400 hammer units. This converts to 87.5 feet or 26.67 meters. I'm very aware that it's not easy to test real-life distances in game to get a sense of scale, so, as always, watch and rewatch the clips where I'm shooting targets from different standard ranges to get a sense for where headshots stop happening in practice. Rounding out the weapon's stats, you've got a magazine capacity of 14, buffed to 18 with extended mags, a fire rate of 420 RPM, and honestly, pretty unreliable hipfire. Aim this thing down sights even at very close ranges. Unless you're close enough that you could reach out and touch them, then I guess hip firing is reliable enough at that point, but why not just punch them then? So, basically, all you gotta do is point and shoot with this gun. It's a supremely easy weapon to use on both controller as well as mouse once you give it the time of day and figure out how to ignore the visual recoil that exists. As for a recommended class, I don't really have any particular recommendations for you today. You can pair literally any tactical ability with this gun and perform very well. Want to play aggressive with stim? Sure, works just fine. Want to play slow with an AWOL or unpredictable with a cloak? All fine options. You would be pretty hard-pressed to make this gun bad, to be honest. And as a standard on most of my primaries, I run Speedloader and Tactikill as my attachments with an MGL as my anti-Titan weapon. I feel that those perform very nicely on this gun. I never really find myself needing more than 14 in mag, but I do often find myself needing to reload very quickly to deal with 2 or 3 people in very quick succession. This setup has served me very well once I got used to it, and I'd recommend this spread to anyone else playing aggressively like I do. If you're an aggressive player, MGL works fantastically as your anti-Titan weapon, But if you're more of a sit and back kind of player, or you're running an AWOL with your G2, I would definitely swap the MGL out for a charge hack charge rifle. That will also do wonders. Anyways, everyone, that'll just about do it today. The G2 is a fantastic choice of weapon at all ranges, and if you're able to hit your headshots, it's nearly unstoppable. Spend the time practicing this one, and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you've learned something new today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions about the G2 that I can answer for you, and I'll do my best to keep up with them whenever I feasibly can. I'll see you in the next one, pilots. Take care.